This is a video chart presentation of Save the World Air Inc. So Bolton Board Listed Company trading our ticker ZERO. So look at a 9-month chart. See back in May 2013, stock made a real nice move, was establishing a nice uptrend. After peaking in early August though, stock entered a pretty healthy downtrend, making lower lows, lower highs, but now it looks like it's trying to hold a new support point, right around 88 cents, trending sideways now basically for 2 weeks. And I want to pay attention to this to not only hold this support point, but to see if any upward pressure can push this stock through this blue line, the 50-day moving average, because you can see that's been acting as a definite source of dynamic resistance ever since the stock fell through it back in early September. So that's a couple key points I'll be looking for. Now I'll do something a little bit different in this video. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with the lower indicators. I want to point out this bullish cross in the MACD. I want to go ahead and draw every other time that's happened. Right through there, again there. Call this one kind of a general area. Bullish cross happened, slipped just slightly back below it, but essentially the 12 and 26 EMAs were trending right on top of each other. And a final one right there. I actually see a catch one right here at the very beginning as well. Now that's a lot of lines, and I'll pull them back off in a moment. But let's just take notice of what's going on every time the MACD drops a bullish cross. You can see back here, early in May, bullish cross, 50-day moving average in the way. Stock price can't move through it. Price drops a little bit lower, another bullish cross, price per share breaks through the 50, a real strong move follows. A pretty large pullback, stock trends sideways, bullish cross, breaks back above the 50-day, another nice move. Of course, holds the 50-day from there going forward, another bullish cross, stock peaks. A break back down through the 50, even on the bullish cross, there's a pretty nice bounce, but by the time the bullish cross happens, the stock price is starting to push on that 50-day. There's the resistance. No real substantial share price appreciation follows. Moving into November, pretty similar type of look. Bullish cross happens, price per share stalls out at the 50-day, and then continues the downward path. Another bullish cross. This is actually a pretty decent bounce from a percentage standpoint, from down around 95 cents up to that 50-day at $1.12. But again, can't break through it. Price per share comes lower. So now what I'd be paying attention to, there's the bullish cross that's happening right now. The gains aren't terrible from around 94 cents up to just over $1, but a single-digit percentage gain like that certainly isn't considered large. So of course, what I'll be looking for is the break through the 50, because historically over the last 9 months, every time that's happened, a real substantial move is followed. And I'd also note that given the fact that MACD is trying to trend upward, even though it's only in the short term over a couple months, it's still a little bit of a positive divergence as the price per share is making lower levels, but the MACD is trying to trend upward. That's giving hints that its overall trend is trying to reverse. So with those things in mind, this bottom support becomes even more important. Now, as I said, I'm not going to bother with the lower indicators. I don't want to make this video too long. Really wanted to focus on the MACD bullish cross. I'll comment real quick on the RSI, because it is probably the most commonly used gauge of momentum. And we'll see throughout this downtrend, the relative strength index has by and large trended below 50. Right up there pushing on that point now. It's going to be important to see it try and move to the upper half and hold that position, not just kind of break through it a little bit like it did right here on this little climb. Want to see it put some distance between the 50 and especially the long-term RSIs, and on any pullback, hold over top of 50 to show continued momentum in the play. If it can't hold this bottom support, the odds of it coming through and just making a new lower low down around 77 cents, maybe even up at 80 at best, is what I'd be looking for. And that's a pretty significant fall from closing prices at 94 cents on Monday. But right now, with indication that the trend is trying to shift, as far as upward pressure, I think there's going to be a little bit of resistance right there at 94, 95 cents. Not that big of a deal. The big concern is, again, that blue line, the 50-day moving average. And then beyond that, I wouldn't look for more resistance to really come back into play until up near $1.10. Historically, that was an area of resistance, served as an area of support. Again as resistance, and again as resistance here early in 2014. Now that's a gain of about 17% from current levels, and if that happens, stock price will be getting pretty close to this red line. That's the 200-day moving average, which of course will present its own set of challenges. But if this is indeed going to be a bottom and we're going to see a reversal, that support will stay intact. We'll see a break of this resistance, and then for the first time in a while, I'd look for some higher highs to be created and a slow upward trend to try and happen off of this low. Not a super heavily traded stock, only 97,000 shares traded on Monday, probably slightly below average I'd look for a bigger volume bar off the support point to show that there's some buying interest at this level, and that again would support the idea that it may blow through this 50-day. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the ZERO chart, but as always, merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.